Fasil, nowhere in the frame, somehow comes in, puts in a dive. The ball ricochets for a boundary. What should have been a single has gone for a 4.
Well, sensible from Rahmanullah and Ibrahim as well. The current partnership of 70 runs, and most of them have come from the bat of Gurbaz. Ibrahim being the second partner, being the Robin to the Batman that Rahmanullah is. Outstanding innings. 100 comes up for Afghanistan in the process, and they are well set to get to at least 180, if not more.
Lovely. Stealing a single, literally. Now this is where the challenge comes in. You see all the inner ring fielder are standing at the 30-yard circle. No one is stopping or attacking the batter. If the idea is to give Rahmanullah a single, great. But again, now if you see, no one is still in the catching position or in the single stopping position. Ibrahim Zadran, you don't want him to take the single, and he takes that single very comfortably. He'll convert that into 2. Challenges are compounding for UAE.
Well, they know that Ayan Khan is looking for a wicket. So if they don't give him a wicket, it's a moral victory for Afghanistan, because they are milking the other bowlers, and they know now that UAE might struggle with the 5th bowler. The launch has been expensive. They will get their chances. Good spell overall from Ayan in the context of the game. Gave away just 26 runs and took a wicket. After 12 overs, it's 104 for 1.
It's legs, yeah, that's legs. Center. Thank you.
If they go on, the current rate, which is 8.67, they'll get to 173. But I'm sure they're looking at 10 runs per over, 184. And between that and 200, that's where they should be eyeing on, because they've got that start, 104 for 1. Rahmanullah looks very good, 70 of 36 deliveries in fact. And like the intent he has shown, he's valued his wicket. That's where he's improved. He's matured as a batter, knowing that he's got all those shots in his armories, but he had to stay there, which he did. Yadullah is back, and there is no stopping Rahmanullah. Over the head of that mid-off fielder. Another boundary, Mudassir.
Once again in the slot there from Jawadullah. He's been brought in to pick up wicket, but that was a wonderful shot from Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Look at that, clearing that front leg and then hitting it over mid-off. One bounce and off she goes into the boundary rope for yet another boundary for Rahmanullah Gurbaz, racing off to 74 of just 37 deliveries.
Pitched up. That's where it's very easy for the batters. For somebody like Rahmanullah who's been there for 74 runs, these are easy pickings. That's where he's matured. That's where he's matured. Boundary, then take a single and go back to the end. That's what we've been talking about, his maturity. He's valuing his wicket. He wants to stay there. He wants to get a big one. And he's looking to get that.
Very sensible, very intelligent bat from Rahmanullah Gurbaz. I think that's what he's done really well. These are difficult times for the UAE bowlers who are trying to break this partnership. He's gone to Ayan Afzal Khan, who's completed his spell. Mohammad Wasim is now gone to Jawad to make sure that he tries. Wicket here is very essential for UAE. Otherwise, these two are looking so well. Junaid has got a couple of overs as well. Nilanj Keswani and Ali Nasir both have 4 overs amongst them. So, important time this for UAE.
I think Ali Nasir has bowled well. He's found that formula for this pitch. He's bowling those cutters and bowling away from the batters. They'll have to find another bowler who can bowl a couple of overs in place of Nilanj, because he's been expensive, very young, under pressure. Oh, it was just falling short of the fielder. They do need some luck, UAE. Another day, this could have gone straight to the fielder.
Well, certainly that was a good delivery. That angle from Jawadullah. He's always going to bowl shorter length deliveries. Samal Udabatha has done well.
চূড়ান্তে দেরি করায় কারণ হচ্ছে মুদ্রণ সংস্থা।
Have a look at that impact point of batters. That's where Ramonullah has been brilliant. The first 10 overs, the ball was just holding up a little. He changed his game plan, and then the next few overs, probably getting used to the pace of the wicket, getting used to the length of the pitch, then scoring runs at ease. That's his quality. And now he's looking good. Oh, that's gone. That's gone for a boundary. Easy runs given away by Jawadullah, and the wicketkeeper bias this time.
Well, there was a lot of swing on that delivery. Even after it crossed the batter, kept moving away from young Tunisuri. He's making his debut for UAE today. But I think there was nothing much the young wicketkeeper could do on that one.
It was always going away from him. That's what we've seen from Jawadullah. He's got that habit of bowling those quick bounces. But it's about the direction. You need to have the right direction if bowling those bounces. You cannot afford to give away easy runs, because already Afghanistan is off to a very good start. 114, all set to get to the 200 mark from here on. Again smashed. This time again making a fumble. Running first one hard. There is no second. They wanted that one. Now again, what is happening? Where is the backup fielder? Really under pressure. They're feeling the heat.
Even the best fielder inside, Mohammad Wasim, making a fumble. And they wanted to go over the second. And Ramanullah Gurbaz is desperate to get back on strike. And he's striking them really well. Room for himself, smashes that down. And look at that. He wasn't interested in the second till Mohammad Wasim mailed that fumble. And then it was a yes, no, could have been a sorry. But I think good early call there. Making sure that they don't get into trouble. Meanwhile, UAE is still looking for that second wicket. These are desperate times for UAE and Mohammad Wasim. He'll have to look at somebody to pick up a wicket. And I think it's probably going to be the fast bowler, the most experienced in the side. Has been pulled off the back foot. They'll probably come back for the second. No, just restricts them to a single to end the over. That has been another good over for Afghanistan. 13 done, 116 for the loss of one.
Zazai, the only man back, he scored 13 runs. And Afzal Khan got his wicket, and since then it's Ramanullah Gurbaz and Ibrahim Zadran, the captain. They looked really good. This partnership of 85 runs of just 53 deliveries with 7 extras, looking really good. Looking all set to get at least 290 to 200. Rashid, and the way they're playing, they should be able to get that.
Absolutely. These two are batting really well, and they will bring back Nilansh Keswani, was taken for a lot of runs in his first spell. Now this is an important time for the youngster. Can he make a comeback here? Can he get that wicket here to bring UAE back into the game? Because otherwise, like you mentioned, this is going to be a very difficult period for UAE.
Using the feet straight away, playing it in the gap. Couple of runs easily taken. That's where they're so good, between the running, between the wickets. Both very fit. The gap. Pressure definitely on young Nilansh.
Well, absolutely too much pressure on Nilansh. But he'll have to just make sure that he goes back to his basics. Doesn't give away too many runs and just tries to make sure that he finishes on the stumps. That's a good delivery. Equally well played by Ibrahim. Feeding strike to Ramanullah Gurbaz. He's been the batter who's most of the pitch. 76 runs of just 40 deliveries.
স্বতন্ত্ররাও জয় নিয়ে ঘরে ফেরার প্রত্যয় তাদের।
And he supported him well, the captain, although on the slower side.
সাপ্তাহিক ছুটির দিনেও নেই অবকাশ। নগর বন্দর ছাপিয়ে দেশের আনাচে কানাচেও বাজছে নির্বাচনী ডামাডোল। বিরামহীন প্রচারণায় জমজমাট ভোটের লড়াই। খেলাটা রাজনীতির হলেও চিরচেনা ব্যাট বলকে আর ভোলা যায়? তাই তো তরুণ যুবাদের সঙ্গে মাঠে সাকিব। মাগুরা এক আসনে প্রচারণার অংশ হিসেবে নোমানী মাঠে প্রীতি ম্যাচ। এদিকে খেলার মাঠের মতো রাজনীতির মাঠেও নিজেকে আরো পাকাপোক্ত করে এগিয়ে যাচ্ছেন মাশরাফিও। আবারও নির্বাচিত হওয়ার দৌড়ে এগিয়ে থাকতে দিনরাত এক করে নড়াইল 2 আসনের প্রতিটি লোকালয়ে পদচারণা তার।
Swing of the bat. He's an ideal power hitter.
এদিকে নিজ আসনের পাশাপাশি ফরিদপুর 1 আসনে নৌকার প্রার্থী আব্দুর রহমানের পক্ষে জনমত বাড়াতে গণসংযোগ করেছেন মাশরাফি মুর্তজা। ফরিদপুর 4 আসনের আলোচিত স্বতন্ত্র প্রার্থী নিক্সন চৌধুরী প্রচারণা চালিয়েছেন সদরপুর এলাকায়।
That's a better delivery. And look at the running between the wickets. Rahman.
আলোচিত রাজনৈতিক পরিবারের সন্তান মহিবুল হাসান চৌধুরী নওফেলেরও চট্টগ্রাম 9-এ নৌকার প্রার্থী হিসেবে দিনভর চালান প্রচারণা।
Again calling for 2, he should get it easily because they both are so fit.
ক্রিকেট বোর্ডের সভাপতি নাজমুল হাসান পাপন নৌকা প্রতীকে
They run between the wickets really nicely, although he's hurt himself, the non-striker, but he will take it.
Well, they're just toying with the field here. Intelligent batting this from Rahmanullah Gurbaz. And Ilan Sheswani is bowling slower now, not trying to bowl in the block hole, not trying to go full, not trying to go for that spin. That's what he needs to do, make sure that he bowls it in the right areas. Otherwise, he's been taken for a lot of runs, 42 and 2.5. But Rahmanullah Gurbaz, what a batter he is, what a talent he is.
2 is the call again. Running first one really hard and making the second one quite easily. That's how you do it. That's the learning for everyone. Run the first one hard, second one will become easy. End of 14 overs. It's 131 for 1 Afghanistan.
এ নিয়ে আলোচনার জন্য স্টুডিওতে আছেন সহকর্মী দেবাশিস রায়। যাচ্ছে দেবাশিস, সারা দেশ তো নির্বাচনী প্রচারণা একদম মুখর হয়ে উঠেছে এবং আওয়ামী লীগ সভাপতিও কিন্তু নির্বাচনী প্রচারণা শুরু করেছিলেন সিলেট থেকে। তারই ধারাবাহিকতায় তিনি আজ গিয়েছিলেন বরিশালে। তো বরিশালে তো তিনি আগামী নির্বাচন নিয়ে তো অনেক প্রতিশ্রুতি দিয়েছেন, তার পাশাপাশি তার বক্তব্যে আরও অনেক বিষয় উঠে এসেছে। আপনি যদি তার বিস্তারিত
এখন যেটা চলছে সেটা প্রচারের একদম সর্বোচ্চ পর্যায়ে, অর্থাৎ প্রত্যেকটি প্রার্থী আমরা যে প্রতিবেদনটি মাত্র দেখলাম যে সেখানে যেভাবে মাঠ ঘাট চষে বেড়াচ্ছেন একই রকমভাবে
Azatullah Zazai feel disappointed, unlucky that he lost his wicket. Had he stayed there, showed some patience, got used to the pace, there were runs available. Rashid, we're seeing that Rahmanullah is showing that if you stay on this pitch, plenty of runs are available.
Yeah, big learning this for the UAE batters as well. That's how they need to really play when they come out to bat. They need to make sure they spend time at the wicket. And once you are set, you can get those boundaries, you can get those maximums, and the running between the wickets, that is quite essential as well. Ali Nasir brought back into the attack.
Good decision. I think he's bowled well. He's bowled those cutters and the slower ones. Bowled at the right length. It's against in the air. That's in the air. That's all the way. For a moment we thought that the fielder there might be in business, but the way he timed it, that swing off the bat carrying it towards that mid-wicket boundary for a 6.
Too full there from Ali Nasir. Now it's Ibrahim Zadran coming into the act. Good pick-up shot. He's made sure that he times it really well. Just a jab there, didn't follow through, but still had enough on it to take it over that long on fielder. Brilliant hit. That was a very good hit, and that is certainly going to increase his strike rate.
The power these boys have. He just timed it. And he just went all the way for a 6. He's now started to look for those big hits. Good comeback. Good comeback. That's the length probably and the line. To his body, away from him, and slower in pace.
Yeah, that was a very good comeback delivery from Ali Nasir. All that experience he's gained from playing in the franchise cricket and at the international level, he's made sure that he really bowls it in the right area. Like you mentioned, that is the perfect kind of line and length for him. That's what he needs to do. Zadran on the other end thought maybe that he could have pulled it really well.
The key is the variation for medium paces. He bowled those cutters beautifully in the previous over. Can he repeat that? Can he have that control? Beautiful, beautiful bowling. Mixing it up outside the off stump. Went for that expensive drive. That's good bowling.
What a good delivery that one from Ali Nasir. Taking it away, got that seam movement going for him. So there is something in it for the fast bowlers. Look at that. If you bowl it in the right areas, you will get something. And that is a wonderful delivery from Ali Nasir. And if you can bowl more dot balls, there haven't been too many dot balls in this innings. That's why the pressure hasn't been built up on Afghanistan. And they've, look at that, only 29 dot balls.
To go with 29 singles, that's the quality of this partnership most likely. What's coming up next? Again, it's in the air. It's in the air. There is a fielder setting him inside. Oh, he dropped it.
দেবাশিস তো গেল আওয়ামী লীগ সভাপতির বক্তব্যে কি বিষয়গুলো
You don't do that. You cannot do that. He's disappointed, and rightly so. He created that opportunity. The fielder one more time not supporting the bowler.
Oh, that's terrible. Junaid is very experienced. That was a very good delivery. The slower one, deceiving Zadran completely. Produced that chance that was required and not in control. He was always playing it, trying to catch it away from his body. That isn't good for UAE. That should have been taken at this level.
Absolutely. Not the first time that we've seen that misfield from Junaid. Earlier, he gave away easy boundary through his legs. And this time, the technique, he just was nowhere close to the ball. The ball was in there for a long time. I thought he adjusted well, but he was nowhere close. An escape for Ibrahim. The current run rate 9.48. It has increased in the last few overs because now he is looking to go big. Good bowling again. Change in pace. The right length also.
Very good bowling. So he doesn't get frustrated with that catch drop, Ali Nasir. That's what you need to do as a bowler. Make sure that you leave out all those things and you can concentrate on bowling well. And I think he's done really well here, Ali Nasir. Although he's been taken for some runs, but I think he's been the pick of the bowlers. He's bowled in the right areas, got that movement as well.
Now the trouble will be that one over from Nilanj Keswani. He's been very expensive. 44 runs he's given away in 3 overs. Junaid Siddiqui has bowled 2 overs for 21 runs. Medium paces will do fine, but it's Nilanj has been expensive, and pressure rightly will be on him because 2 set batters. It all depends when the captain Wasim brings him for that last over.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he goes for Nilanj Keswani. Meanwhile, last delivery, slower one. Anticipated that well. Rahmanullah Gurbaz picks up a single to end the over, and more importantly, he'll be on strike in the next over. 15 overs done, 141 for 1, Afghanistan.
Last 30 deliveries, 141 for 1. Will be at least looking to get 60 more runs and get to the 200 because they like it. They come in numbers. They're very loud. Rashid, they're just loving this cricket game.
Oh yeah, we are enjoying it as well. All that crowd coming in. It's a full house. And well, new bowler in, Basil Hamid, 46 matches, 18 wickets, an off-spin bowler. He's best of 3 for 20. That over we were talking about, that Nilanj over, who's going to bowl that? It's going to be Basil Hamid. So it's important that he bowls well. Normally does well. He tries to cut down the run scoring.
Started off good, bowling around the wicket. The length is the key because you just cannot bowl full to these 2 batters. They're very strong. They've got that technique also where they stand and hit. They don't have to even use the feet. It's in the air, but away. There was a chance again, but he just placed it accidentally in the gap.
Well, so that was a very lucky shot for Rahmanullah. He deserves some of the luck, doesn't he? He's played so well throughout the innings. And I think, beg your pardon, I think it was Ibrahim on strike. Was in the gap always, was in the air, but I think, like you mentioned, a perfect gap there. Earns himself 4 more runs. Unlucky there for Basil Hamid, but I think he started well. He's bowled a good couple of deliveries to start with.
Oh, that's huge. That's massive. That's into the stands. He started to look good. Started looking to use that long handle now. Fantastic hit.
Well, inexperienced, I would say, for Basil Hamid. He bowled 2 good deliveries outside off stump, 2 straight on this occasion, and look at that. A brilliant pickup shot. The timing has been perfect from these 2 batters. And that one was towards the longer part of the ground. But doesn't matter. It was always going to be a maximum.
$194 at the same rate. Are definitely.
না এই ভোটকে মানুষ প্রত্যাখ্যান করবে এবং নৌকাকে আসলে মানুষ সমর্থন নয়, যেটি আওয়ামী লীগ বলছে যে আসলে তাদের উন্নয়নের জন্য তারা নৌকাকে আবারও মানুষ বিজয়ী করবে, মানুষ আসলে বর্জন করবে নৌকাকে, এটি বিএনপির বক্তব্য। এবং ভোট মানবে না বিএনপি এবং সমমনারা, যারা আসলে ভোটের মাঠের বাইরে আছেন, তারা বলছেন যে তারা এই ভোটটি মানবেন না। এবং ঢাকার 68টি থানায় এরই মধ্যে মাঠে নেমেছে তারাও কিন্তু আসলে তাদের এই ভোট বানচালের জন্য যে প্রচারপত্রগুলো সেই বিলি তারা করছেন। এমনকি 68টি থানায় তারা সক্রিয়ভাবেই কিন্তু তাদের এই নির্বাচন বিরোধী যে কর্মকাণ্ড সেটি তারা চালাচ্ছেন এবং মাঠ শেষ পর্যন্ত বিএনপি ছাড়বে না, সেই বার্তা কিন্তু তাদের নেতাকর্মীদের তারা উজ্জীবিত।
দ্বাদশ নির্বাচন নিয়ে আলোচনায় স্টুডিওতে যুক্ত ছিলেন সহকর্মী দেবাশিস। দ্বাদশ জাতীয় সংসদ নির্বাচনের প্রচারণায় ঢাকা 2 আসন বিকেল থেকে সাভারের বিভিন্ন এলাকায় গণসংযোগ করেন আওয়ামী লীগের সভাপতি মণ্ডলীর সদস্য নৌকার প্রার্থী অ্যাডভোকেট কামরুল ইসলাম। পাকুড়দহ ইউনিয়ন আওয়ামী লীগ আয়োজিত নির্বাচনী জনসভায় যোগ দেন তিনি। সাভারের বিভিন্ন জায়গা থেকে মিছিল নিয়ে সমাবেশে যোগ দেন নেতাকর্মীরা। সমাবেশে কামরুল ইসলাম বলেন, আগামীতে 7 জানুয়ারি উৎসবমুখর পরিবেশে ভোটারদের ভোট কেন্দ্রে আসার আহ্বান জানান তিনি।
Seven for one.
এই উন্নয়ন অগ্রগতিকে ব্যাহত করার জন্য, বাধাগ্রস্ত করার জন্য ষড়যন্ত্র করছে একটি শক্তি, 71-এর ঘাতকরা এবং তাদের বিদেশি বন্ধুরা। এটা নির্বাচন চায় না, গণতন্ত্র চায় না। মানুষ যদি দলবদ্ধভাবে ভোট দিতে যায়, সেই নির্বাচনে গ্রহণযোগ্য নির্বাচনে কোন দল আসতে সবাইকে ভোট কেন্দ্রে যাইতে হবে। আন্তর্জাতিক বিশ্বের কাছে যে তার অঙ্গীকার, সেটাকে প্রমাণ করার জন্য 50 ভাগ 60 ভাগ ভোট আজকে আমাদের কাজ করতে হবে। নির্বাচনের মাধ্যমে শেখ হাসিনার যে অঙ্গীকার সেটা প্রমাণ করব, আমাদের পক্ষে কত পার্সেন্ট মানুষ আছে সেটা প্রমাণ করব।
রাতের সময় আরো থাকছে ঘন কুয়াশায় ভারতের দিল্লি, পাঞ্জাব, হরিয়ানায় রেড অ্যালার্ট জারি। যাত্রীদের
fumble. Now this is not what is expected at this time of the game. Need to put in that effort, try and stop those singles. Overthrows. Did I just speak a little too early?
I think everything is happening now. That shows the pressure on the fielding team. The bowlers, the fielders, overthrows. I think they got to really hold their nerves. That's very important. The last 4 overs, that will set the tone for the batting team as well as while bowling as well.
160 on board already. Rahmanullah Gurbaz approaching his maiden T20 international century. Just 7 shot, 2 hits away. He get a single here comfortably. Will they convert that into 2? No is the call.
The best part of Gurbaz is that the way he's running. That's very important because he's putting a lot of pressure on the fielders, and plus he's batting on 94. But the energy, what he shows, and the running between the wickets, that's tremendous. I think a guy who's batting on 94 has to get his maiden century. The hunger to get 100 is really seen.
This was the chance when the catch was dropped. He almost walked back and he realized that Wasim is not reaching. Takes a quick single. The skipper is not happy with that approach.
Yeah, as a batsman, you should never walk back. I think you got to make sure that the fielder catches the ball. Unless he catches, you have to be there.
Very smartly played, and I've loved what Ibrahim has done so far. Every time he's got an opportunity to play those cheeky shots, he's done that, and slowly and steadily reached to 48.
I think that's a sign of a good captain as well, because he's not taking those initiatives to hit them. He's just giving the senior partner, the well-set partner, the single and making him that you are the boss today, you're going to get run, you're going a good nick, make sure that you hit the ball. I'm just going to give you singles.
Rahmanullah Gurbaz 94 of 49. 1 hit away from what could potentially be a ton. He's gone aerial, up in the air, and that is it. History has been created at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, that smile tells you all, it's a century, and a century in style.
Exactly. I think we were just talking in the start of the game because he has not got 100. What a way to start. I think the first game, get on to 100. I think the way he's been batting, 50 balls, 100 runs with so many sixes, and plus the singles what he has ran. I think he has ran more than 20 to 30 singles. That shows the fitness of that player.
Fabulous. 50 balls, 7 fours, 7 sixes, a strike rate of 200. A century for Rahmanullah Gurbaz. It's a state. 7 fours, 7 sixes, a strike rate of 200. A century for.
He will.
Slow one, and will be a dot ball. A good comeback by Junaid Siddiqui. It's a little too late, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, but still, as a bowler, you got to make a comeback, and I'm sure because once you're hit for a 6, the next ball is very crucial. Look at that. I think it was right in the slot. He tried to bowl on Yorker, but he just missed that length. And well taken hit by Gurbaz, who is really batting well because he's now seeing the ball as a football, I'm sure, because the way he has hit 7 sixes, 7 boundaries. Brilliant.
The crowd that has come in has been treated by a fabulous turn by Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Junaid comes in again. Slow one, spotted well, aerial, and has he taken it? My God, this is an anti-climax that's come in. I'm not very sure if he's sure about the catch. The umpires would want to check, but Basil Hamid, if anyone in the ground could take that catch, it has to be the Superman from Kerala, Basil Hamid.
I think that was excellent, mind, I think, because very good judgment on the rope. He has taken it on off. We got to see the replay, and I'm sure the way the fielder is saying, I think he has taken the catch. But we just have to wait and see the replay.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and watch, but what a phenomenal over this has been. We saw a 6 that got Rahmanullah on up. Oh, look at that. Looks clean so far. Basil Hamid putting in that jump right near the boundary. A very well-timed jump. Grabs the ball. Let's see where the foot is landing. Is it safe? Presence of mind will prevail or not. We'll have to wait and watch. Now does the ball go aerial, but has he touched the rope there?
I think that's how to be seen because at the time of throwing the ball, whether the foot was touching the rope, that is the key. And I think it looks okay from here, but the slow motion will really.
The finger has been raised. A well-made century.